Howard Wagman.
Hey, this is Peter Anthony, the PA system.
This is Matt O'Brien.
Some people that's my rap name.
This is Jen Grant, and you're listening to the Julien Dionne Comedy Hour podcast.
Show.
You and me belong, just like the flowers, laughing all day long. People, I need you loose. Sing a little song, then take a shower. Julien Dionne.
It's a show. It's not an hour. It's a show. It's okay.
Such a beautiful waste of time. A waste of time. A beautiful waste of time.
A little volume would help. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant. We are your hosts, Julien Dionne and Jen Grant. Live on a Friday. It's our Friday show, everybody. Friday. Friday, February 25th. Broadcasting to you live from Lemon Press Studios in the beautiful Gatineau Hills. Hi, hi, hi. Live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter Live, and Daily Motion. You've got your windsock on, Jen?
I've never felt so alive. Does my voice sound different today?
You're off. Oh, can you? I know I should fix the camera angle, but you're barely on screen. You just see this little mic on the corner of the thing, and you're like. Anyways, Sigida. Welcome to the show, everybody. Happy Friday to you. Whether you're watching with us live or on demand, wherever you get your podcasts, we appreciate you tuning in, downloading, subscribing, reminding you to tell people about the show, tell your friends, share the show. That's how we grow. And growing we are every day.
So exciting.
Is the lighting a little dark today? Well, it's the exposure on the camera.
Doesn't bother me.
Changed the settings. No, I kind of like it. I feel like we were overexposed before.
I like it like this.
This new camera is, there's a lot of settings. Getting to it. Okay, well, we've got a few things to get through today, so let's get right to it, Gen Z Poo.
Okay.
Thank you. The audience is with us. Snuggy's with us, tucked under my...
Oh, guy. I mean, if there's a cuter cat, I want to know.
Earmuffs, Farley. And...
Well, yeah.
Gordy's also on the floor right next to Jen. You can't see him. He's out of shot today.
Mm-hmm.
The whole famdamily's here, everybody.
That's right.
The speaking of dog walkers, you wouldn't think to add dock walker? That's a whole different job. Way more labor intensive to walk a dock. He's always telling you should come in for regular checkups.
Oh, I was thinking dock at a cottage.
How would you walk a dock?
I know, that's hard too.
Yeah, that's even more. In the dock walking community, there's walking a doctor would be the easiest of walking a floating dock. Yes, that would be.
Sounded a little bit like duck walking too. So you'd walk, oh, ducks are so cute.
Yep, they sure are.
Sorry, that was weird.
Dog walking. You wouldn't expect to add dog walking to the list of dangerous jobs, but Lady Gaga's dog walker was shot yesterday
What?
morning in, actually I think it was Wednesday night. And yeah, she's out in Rome working, and he was walking her dogs, her 3 French bulldogs, and somebody came up, tried to jack the dogs, shot the dog walker. One dog got away, and they dog-napped 2 of the dogs. So she's offering a $500,000 reward, no questions asked, for the return of her dogs.
What about that poor dog walker?
I know he's fine. All of the articles.
Oh, he didn't die?
No.
Oh, wow. That's
He's
good.
in the hospital and is expected to make a full recovery. But all of the articles I read, I was like, "Where's the dog?" And last line of the article, "Oh, the dog walker's fine, by the way."
Jeez.
Literally, 3 different articles I read, and I was like, "What happened to this dog? Is he dead?" Last line. Oh yeah, he's fine. He's fine, by the way. But the dogs are missing. I get the reward, but isn't that what she's? Isn't she placated? Like, isn't she playing right into their hands by offering $500,000 with? I understand she's got endless resources and her dogs are her family, but
do you think it's to people who will provide tips to find the dogs? Or are
no,
they?
She's offering $500,000 for the return of the dogs, no questions asked.
I wonder if she knows who it is. That seems like too random. You know what I mean? Like, why would they go after her dogs?
For that.
Like, so
for money.
So they're actually demanding the ransom for that?
No, but they figured that's what it's for. I don't know.
I would imagine that the way it's gonna all go down would be with police help. No.
Yeah.
Like Lady Gaga's just going to meet someone at a Tim's. Give him a bag of $500,000.
Unmarked bills.
Yeah,
do you think she'll get a call from with a voice changer? We have your dogs. If you call the police, we will kill your dogs.
That's pretty good.
And then she gets an ear in the mail. We said no cops.
Oh my God.
I apologize to anyone listening with earbuds, but this is me right in your head.
ASMR?
This is my kidnapping ASMR. Is it AMSR? ASMR.
ASMR, I think. But you know more than me about that.
If you call the fucking cops, the dogs are dead.
Oh my gosh.
We said no cops.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's so whispering is so creepy, eh?
But that's what it is. You get a head orgasm.
I thought you said hit orgasm.
Head.
You know what I thought you were going to go, where the story was going to go before I found out it was Lady Gaga. And it is actually dangerous to walk big dogs if you're not strong enough to hold them.
Tell your dog walking story.
What?
Is that where you're going?
No.
Oh.
But I could.
Well, any more
forgot
thoughts
I had
on this?
that. Well,
before we move
the
on?
Lady Gaga one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, if you don't have to think
me,
about it.
No, but it would make me
Just your
crazy to imagine somebody else, especially somebody who is capable of stealing someone else's dog. What are they doing to those dogs? I just would not trust. Sometimes I'll see people walking dogs and I think, you shouldn't have a dog. You look like the way you're treating your dog right now. If you're doing that in public, I hate to think of how you're treating that dog in private. So if you're the type to steal a dog, I can't imagine what you're doing.
I see what you're saying.
The character of someone, and I feel so bad for animals because they're so dependent on humans, and we all know that humans are flawed, and many are extremely flawed and cruel, and they just have to deal with it. They're just like, okay, this is my life.
Yeah.
Like when we adopted our animals, they're just like, oh, so I live here now. Okay. Obviously I know that's always the way it is with pets, but when you get a pet, you realize, oh, they're so dependent on us. And good thing we're nice people that treat them well because they don't have a say. They're just like, oh, I live here now. And yeah.
Great.
What does that mean?
No,
Great.
I don't know.
That's not an appropriate response to everything I just said.
No, I agree with you. I just, yeah. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see if they end up. It never. Ransoms never get paid out without questions asked.
Yeah.
Like ever. When it's like when you see those heist movies where they have hostages, and they're like, "I want a chopper on the roof, and I want to go to Cuba." Like that never. It's always like, "Okay, we have your chopper, and now you're in jail." Like,
Yeah. Has anyone ever gotten away with that?
So I don't know what the idea. Like having watched so many films and TV, they never get away with it. In what situation in life I would like to know where they were like, we need $500,000, and then you're like, okay, there you go, and then you never hear of them again, and because that's another thing too, they can come back and do it again, well, if they're not caught. If you just pay them, what's to say in a year from now they won't do that again? As soon as the next dog walker or. And do you quit your job as that dog walker? What do you do?
Now the dog walker needs security.
Yeah.
Everybody needs security. It's interesting though because we talked the other day about the CRA scam.
The dog walker needs a dog walker. A dog walker. What about the CRA scam?
Well, they seem to somehow elude police.
Yeah, but they're in a whole other country, and they're actually not. They're not stealing anybody's personal information or stuff. They just use fear, and people willfully go to a Western Union and wire their money.
True.
Someone was telling me this. Oh, a good buddy of mine. He said that his wife's uncle was victim of this scam. They called. It was the same thing, CRA, and they said, "Don't tell your wife." I mean, so many red flags, but people get scared. They hear, but this is what they told the person. They go, "Don't tell your wife. Go to a Shoppers or wherever, get a prepaid MasterCard, put $5,000 or whatever the amount of money is, and then send it to us, and then your tax bill." Who in their right mind would think that's how CRA operates?
I don't understand.
Don't tell your wife. Why are you bringing my wife into this? Don't you just want to get paid? I mean, and give us a prepaid MasterCard and send it to, like, that's crazy. But these triggers, these things happen. And so in these cases, I can see how they get away with it because the people just willfully do it. They're not like actually, they're not stealing their personal information or anything like that. And I had offered it up when I made those calls. I was like, "Do you want my SIN number, date of birth?" They're like, "Nope. Just send us some money."
Before you realized it was a scam?
No, during. I was like, because I was trying to get to the bottom of how the scam worked. And I was like,
right.
What personal information you need? They're like, "Nothing, just your name." I'm like, "Do you know my SIN number, my date of birth?" "Nope, just your name." And then you give your name, like, "Oh, yes, we have your file here." I would give a Milton Sledge. "Yes, Mr. Sledge, we have your file. You owe $9,000. The police are on their way."
Please.
It's always like that dramatic. But anyway, in this ransom case, the Lady Gaga, how could they possibly imagine that they would ever get away with it? And you can't just pay them because, like I said before, they'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
You have to catch these pricks or prickettes.
I don't know. What's going to happen? And when did this happen?
Wednesday night. It was reported Thursday morning. The story came out early yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it happened Wednesday night.
Well, now I want to know what happens.
Yeah, we'll be at the edge of our seat.
I'd like to know. There's no way these people are going to get away with it.
Picture the one bulldog just knew to run. Like the George Costanza of bulldogs. Like didn't stick around to help his brothers or sisters. He's just like, "I'm out of here."
How
Sensed
many
trouble.
are there?
There were 3 and 2 were nabbed. One just ran. And they recovered the one that ran away.
That's a bulldog?
French bulldogs.
And then, they're all French bulldogs?
Yeah. I think. Pretty sure. Anyhoozle.
They were like, au secours.
I mean,
Nous dois courir. I know that's not the right way to say it.
New Duakurio.
Yeah. How do you say it?
I don't know.
Nouveau courant.
New Vakuro.
New, because I know new is en. And
What?
vous is a. On the verb at the end. New something en.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't, like, what's that head shake? As if it was completely insane. I know that.
No, but I don't know. It just didn't, it sounded off in my head for some reason.
tense.
New is en, vous is a.
Well, it's because I don't have a good accent, but. Sue me.
Okay.
Stick
You
it
can
up.
expect a letter from my lawyer.
Okay. Okay. Do you need my address or?
The in other showbiz news, hey, it's Friday, so let's stick to
let's
some
hear it.
stuff. I mean, there was still yesterday's show was such a. Was it yesterday's show?
It
that
was depressing, I think, yesterday or the day before. I can't remember.
Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Anyway, but Jen, did you like Frasier? The show Frasier?
Ah, that was going to be my Jones. Yeah, you know what? I never watched Frasier. I wasn't crazy about it. I didn't hate it.
Frasier. Why did I say Frasier?
I wasn't crazy about the show. I didn't hate it, but I never got into it. Did you?
Is it Frasier or Fraser?
Frasier.
But what about the Fraser Valley?
That's F-A-R. That's F-R-A-S-E-R.
Oh, Frasier.
Franco.
Franco moment.
Anglo teaching Franco.
Yes. So Frasier, after 17 being off air for 17 years, which to me it seems like it was off air longer than that. What 17 years ago? 2004. I felt like.
Yep.
Well, it started in the 90s. Obviously, it ran for 11 years. So it would have started in 95 to 2004. Math. Genius.
Oof, that was a big delay waiting for that.
Oh.
Big
yeah.
And like so much space between like the beginning and
I
the
know,
end.
no reason
You
for
were like
it.
this is my impression of you. Okay, like took forever to ding. Okay, you did your ding on your sound
Hold on,
machine
let me
and
do the
then
ding.
you went like this. It was like if you're trying to quit saying it was the most lamest attempt.
Right.
Whoa, a bit critical.
I am trying to quit, but I forget. It has to be a conscious effort. And sometimes when I'm thinking about it, you can tell I sound like a robot. Hello. Good evening. Frasier.
I don't know. I was never crazy about that show.
There was something comforting about it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I never hated it. It's just,
It's the biggest spin-off, I think, ever.
Oh, no way.
And
Yeah, because that was from Cheers?
Yep.
Right.
And he was the only character, I believe, that made it from like no other characters from Cheers were on that show, but very successful spin-off. In a close second, Joey. Remember that?
No.
After Friends?
Was that actually popular?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so.
It was brutal. It was with Christopher's wife from Sopranos, or his girlfriend.
Yeah, right.
She was Joey's sister.
What was her name?
Ariana,
yeah, like that.
Adriana.
I love that. Oh, Sopranos.
We should rewatch. Oh shit! I gotta plug in my computer.
While you're doing that, I just want to tell this story. Frasier reminds me of a joke that my dear friend Christina Walkinshaw had. She said to me, I remember one time I was going through a breakup pre-Jules. How did I even exist? But pre-Jules, I had a breakup, and she said, "Don't worry, your breakup. Don't worry, when you're in a relationship, it was like happy days, but now it's like no, sorry, it's like Cheers.
Hilarious.
And when you break up, it's like a successful spin-off. It's like Frasier." And then my joke to her was, "Okay, I see what you mean, but what if my relationship was Happy Days and my spin-off is Joni Loves Chachi?" Which was, of course, a big flop.
Was
And
it a
if-
big flop? I didn't know.
I don't know.
The only reference I know.
But that's such an old reference. Like, if I were to write that joke, I don't know, 10 years ago, I would say the Joey one.
right.
Because there's not a lot of spin-offs now. Have you noticed that? When was the last spin-off?
I feel.
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul. Yep.
But that wasn't really that. Like, it wasn't a huge commercial success, I don't think. It was okay.
Better
but
Call Saul, hugely successful.
I don't know many people that have seen it, though. Maybe it's just in our group.
Can you scooch over?
yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
sure.
You're like this. You could just see the mic a little bit coming out in your.
I
Yeah, there you go.
apologize.
No, apology accepted.
Oh, thank you. I've never
What
felt
other
so good.
spin-offs are there? But shit, I lost my train of thought. Oh, the Joni Love Chachi. The only other Joni Love Chachi reference I know. I didn't know the show. It was before my time. It was, you know how some comics you're like, that could be so funny if you just updated your reference.
Oh, yeah.
For example, the late great Bobby Keel.
It's so weird that he's gone.
I know,
passed
that's
away.
crazy.
It's so weird.
He had. We were at a show with him. We were doing a show at the old Yuck Yucks at the Prescott on Preston, and he was referring to somebody being hot. He was like, "Well, she was no Cheryl Tiegs in a bikini hot, but she was pretty hot herself."
Oh,
But,
my goodness.
Rest in peace. But also the late great Lawrence Morgenstern. Just kidding, he's very much alive. I was watching him host at Yuck Yucks in Ottawa at the main club. And he got a reaction from the crowd that went like, "Oh!" Everybody like a cringe, kind of like an "oh," kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when I'm doing it, it sounds like a "aw," but it was like a "oh."
Come on.
And he goes, "What happened? Did Joni kiss Chachi behind me or something? What's going on?"
Oh, my gosh.
And I remember, I'm like, "What?" And Yuck Yucks on Elgin draws a particularly younger crowd usually.
Most comedy
nobody.
clubs do.
Yeah, nobody knew what the hell.
Well, it's funny because Joni Loves Chachi, when I started doing comedy, which that would have been 98, that's when that joke, around that time, Christina had suggested that joke. And then it was an old reference. In fact, I had never seen the show. I had never seen Joni Loves Chachi. I have no idea, but I just know it was a flop.
Google the most recent spin-offs.
Okay.
I'm just curious. I can't think of any, but I feel like there was one recently. The most successful ones are what? I can't even think. Maude?
Let's see.
Was Maude a spin-off?
Or Golden Girls.
Or Golden Girls was a spin-off of Maude.
Yeah. Okay, so. Oh, interesting.
Let us know your thought process. Otherwise, it's just dead air.
It's loading.
Oh.
Jeez.
Well, it's just quiet. And you're like, oh.
The 19 best spin-off TV shows of all time. Saved by the Bell.
Well, what about recent? Here,
Okay.
I'll Google that.
Recent?
No, you while you list those off, I'll go ahead.
Wait, oh, yeah?
No, yeah. List the top ones or whatever.
Okay. Saved by the Bell, which was a spin-off of Good Morning Miss Bliss. What the hell?
Really?
What's that?
I have no idea.
The Colbert Report. Spin-off. Huh? Spin-off from The Daily Show, of course.
Yeah.
Star Trek Deep Space Nine from Star Trek. Boston Legal, which was from The Practice. Stargate Atlantis, which is from Stargate SG-1. Private Practice, which is from Grey's Anatomy. I've never heard of that. CSI
Private
Miami.
Practice?
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Oh, really? CSI Miami is from CSI. NCIS from spinoff from JAG. I don't know. Different World is a spinoff from The Cosby Show. Laverne and Shirley. Did you ever see that? That's an old show.
No.
That started in 1976. And
Before
it went
my
until
time.
1983. The year you were born. Hello?
Hey.
That was a spinoff of, can you guess?
Wait, sorry, which one?
Laverne and Shirley.
Of no. What was it?
Happy Days. Did you ever
Oh,
see
I
Happy Days?
thought
Yeah, I guess there was a couple.
Joni. Oh, okay.
I guess there was a couple.
Because I thought that, but then I was like, well, that many.
Empty Nest.
That was a spin-off of Three's Company.
Golden Girls.
Really? So
Yeah.
Golden Girls. Oh, what the hell? I've never heard of that show.
I know.
So there was Maude, Golden Girls, and then a third spin-off.
I guess.
Who was an Empty Nest? What was the premise of that?
The Empty Nest it started in 88 and it was a spin-off from from television classic The Golden Girls. Empty Nest followed Harry, a widowed pediatrician, and his 2 adult love-seeking daughters. Harry's neighbors just so happened to include the women of the Golden Girls, who periodically stopped by to lend advice.
Oh, wow. Oh, there are recent ones, but they're... Sorry, I cut you off. But they're like reality TV.
Do you want to hear the rest of this list or no?
Yes, totally. We'll bounce back and forth.
Melrose Place is a spin-off from Beverly Hills 90210.
I didn't know that. I remember watching that. Well, that was a successful one. I remember watching Melrose Place. No idea in my teenager brain it was a spin-off because I remember both shows.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So, by the way, there are recent series, and so we can just intermix them, but mostly like reality TV. United Bates of America is a spin-off of 19 Kids and Counting.
No idea what either one of those are.
Teen Mom 2 and Teen Mom 3 are spin-offs of 16 and Pregnant.
Is this an actual article? Because I've never heard
Wikipedia.
of any of these.
Go ahead.
Are those like legit though? Andy Griffith Show? Oh, the reason that we know most of these is because they're the most successful. The one you're looking at is just one
Recent. I'm looking at recent.
Yeah, recently. So the Andy Griffith Show is a spin-off from the Danny Thomas Show. I've never heard of that. Family Matters
Yeah.
was a spin-off of...
Hold on. Family Matters was a spin-off?
Yeah.
Of what?
Guess. Perfect Strangers. Steve Urkel's infamous quote from Family Matters was just one of the many funny moments that occurred between the Winslows and their annoying but lovable next door neighbor, Steve Urkel.
Yeah, but I didn't know that was... Because Perfect Strangers, wasn't that...
Balky, I think.
Yeah, Cousin Larry and Balky.
The Facts of Life was...
That was a spin-off? That's crazy. Family Matters?
The Facts of Life, do you know it? Have you heard of that, eh? It was...
Yes. Yeah.
Spin-off of...
Three's Company.
Different Strokes.
Oh. It's going to be my guess every time. Oh, a recent one that's successful is Young Sheldon from The Big Bang, a spin-off of The Big Bang Theory.
Never heard of that one. Oh,
No.
This is a good one. The Jeffersons spin-off of... A very classic, like, older show with I know this one. I never watched it, but I know it's... I think you know it.
Moving on up to... Is that the
Jeffersons.
Oh, what's the spin-off of?
The spin-off is a grouchy old man who's, like, basically...
No, I know.
Oh, no, the one that it spin off from, though.
It's called Grouchy Old Man?
No, I'm
No,
giving
I know
you
what the
clues.
Jeffersons is.
No,
Oh.
that's not what I'm talking about. The spin-off that it's from.
Oh, the parent series?
It's All in the Family.
Oh.
Did you ever hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Grownish. I'm doing recent ones. If you're just tuning in, we're doing spin-offs. Jen is doing the most popular ones of all time. I'm doing recent ones because I was wondering. I was like, I can't remember. Grownish and Mixed-ish are spin-offs of Blackish.
I don't know anything.
I know Blackish, but I've never heard of Mixed-ish or Grownish.
What about Law and Order? My favorite show, Criminal Intent, and Law and Order SVU are spin-offs of, obviously, Law and Order.
Gung gung.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and looky here. We've got Frasier.
That was a really successful one. Better Call Saul, as we mentioned, is still on.
Oh, The Simpsons is a spin-off of...
What?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh, I got your interest now.
What is it?
Guess.
I can't.
Oh my God, it started in 89?
Yeah, it's been on
Wowzers.
for 30.
It's a
2
spin-off
years.
of the Tracy Ullman Show.
What?
It says The Simpsons just started its 25th season, making it the longest-running sitcom
Well,
of
that's
all
an old
time.
article,
Okay.
obviously, because it's been since 89. It's
Oh, yeah, right.
32 years.
The animated series first got attention in 87. Da, 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 da. Oh, as a series of shorts on a variety series, The Tracy Ullman Show.
Crazy.
I know. The shorts were conceived by Matt Groening, who modeled The Simpsons after his own family, referring to himself as Bart and the other members as Homer, Marge, Lisa, and Maggie. The Tracy Ullman Show only ran for 3 years on Fox, but The Symptoms,
Symptoms.
Simpsons, a satirical parody of a middle-class American family, is one of the most successful spin-offs of all time. The Simpsons even have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I did not know that was a spin-off. You're teaching me something here. Smarty teaching dummy.
Well, we're moving on up.
Yeah, there are other ones like the Rachel Maddow Show is a spin-off from Countdown with Keith Olbermann. I mean, what the hell? The CSIs, of course.
Yep.
Oh, the Daily Show has many spin-offs. Last Week Tonight, of course, that's still on. Very successful. The Colbert Report. The Nightly Show with Larry Wilmore. Full Frontal with Samantha Bee. And The Opposition with Jordan Klepper.
Well, we're moving on up.
All right.
Sorry.
Degrassi, The Next Generation. Degrassi, Next Class. Oh, so Degrassi. Okay, so Degrassi has birthed many. So the original, of course, was Degrassi Junior High from 87 to 89. Then Degrassi High from 89 to 91. Then Degrassi High spawned Degrassi The Next Generation from 01 to 2015. And then Degrassi The Next Generation, which I didn't realize eclipsed the original Degrassi. I mean, that was on for 14 years. And the Degrassi Next Class from 2016 to 2017. That's a big franchise. Over 30 plus years.
Wowzers.
And is that it on your list?
Did you watch Degrassi? Yep, that was the end of it.
Yeah, I watched in English class. I went to a French high school, so in English class we would watch Degrassi.
No way.
Yeah, as part of our thing.
Who is your favorite character?
I like Joey Ramone, but I really identified with Wheels.
I love the way you answered that. It was so serious.
Oh, no, not Joey Ramone. What was his name? Joey Ramone.
Yeah, I remember Joey. I don't remember his last name, but Joey. Let me look it up.
Joey.
There's so much to Google today.
I know, and I don't like these kinds of shows. It just looks like Joey Jeremiah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Joey Ramone.
Nah.
Fun. Well, all that to say that Frasier's coming back. It's coming on another streaming service. There's so many streaming services. Paramount Plus.
Wow.
We're subscribed to, so far, Netflix, the king of all streaming platforms. We've got Netflix, Crave, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, and HBO Max.
What would you say the total cost of that is? I think Netflix is about $15 a month.
Yeah, Disney Plus 10, so 25. Amazon Plus is like 8, I think, or Amazon Prime. So what are we at? Like 32 bucks. Crave and HBO together is like $20.
52.
What else did I mention? I think that's it.
Did you say Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
But isn't Amazon Prime also to ensure that you get free shipping?
Yeah, you get
stuff?
Prime, but you still pay for it monthly. I mean, it's...
But you get both those services,
yes,
right?
Yes, you get 2-day delivery on Amazon and...
like nothing else. None of the other streaming has any other benefits but the shows.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. So I never add things like that up. But I guess it's, yeah, you're right. So it's like
plus cable.
Let's say $60 plus $80 in cable.
That's a lot. Well, a lot of
Yeah, I
people
never
don't
even
even
thought-
have cable anymore.
Never thought about that. There's something I like about cable.
Me too.
Just watching things live
Yeah.
as it
And-
happens.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I have a degree, a university degree in mass
Here we go.
communication. But in
Wow.
thank you so
Wow.
much. When I was in university, there was definitely many mentions because my degree is in critical study of the media. So there was many mentions by the profs about how the technology was going in the direction of the user being able to decide what their content would be rather than just a cable package.
And here we are.
Yeah, it's come true. I've
But
been
then
able,
a smart TV now acts like cable because like you have a smart
know.
TV with all of the streaming
Very
platforms
true.
on it.
It's true.
I love the idea of streaming platforms.
But at least you get to decide what you're going to pay for.
Yeah.
And really, let's be fair. You could just watch Netflix. It's just nice to have the extra stuff.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't have seen Yellowstone. We wouldn't have seen WandaVision. We wouldn't have seen Your Honor, which we didn't talk about. Worst ending in the history of endings. You should watch it. It's an amazing show. We talked about it before with Bryan Cranston and Michael something rather.
I forget his last name. He's really good.
Yeah, he's from Boardwalk Empire, and
It's really good until the ending.
the acting, though, in scenes... What's his name? Michael...
But on the other hand, the ending was not satisfying, but it was
It made sense.
It did make sense. Like as an audience member, I think we all want to tie it with a bow and feel good about, but the story, it was a good ending artistically.
Michael
but-
Stuhlbarg.
Right.
He's so good.
Like artistically, it was a good ending. It
Yeah,
was
it's-
creative and
you're
it
just
was
like, ugh.
and it was like it was obviously a really great show because they say that art shouldn't always just make you feel comfortable, right? It didn't make you feel comfortable at the end, but we do all want a good ending, like no matter what.
Yeah.
I think, don't we?
Yeah, the scenes with him and Bryan Cranston are really good. And it's a limited series, by the way. People might not realize that. It's 10 episodes and that's it. Excuse me, because after the finale, my buddy Chris messaged, he's like, what the hell's supposed to happen in season 2 now? And I go, that's it. There's just season 1. He's like, what?
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
I wonder though, they could change their mind and still do another one.
No, I
You
don't.
don't
How
think so?
how do you come? What's left to do?
I don't know. True.
It would be the most boring season 2 ever. Just them living their lives, like do.
But it's kind of crazy how good acting and good writing can be almost created from nothing.
Yeah,
Like Bryan Cranston.
it is created from nothing. What do you mean?
Well, like what seemingly is there's nothing left. Like there's always something they could do with some really
right.
excellent actors and some excellent writers. I mean, it's a mob. It involved a mob family. Like there's tons of stories there.
The premise is Bryan Cranston is a judge. His son is involved in a hit and run on in the first episode, and so Bryan Cranston brings his son to the police station to turn himself in. And while they're there, they realize that the victim of the hit and run, was the son of the head of a vicious crime family. It all happens in New Orleans. And so instead of, he realizes if he turns his son in, that his son is pretty much a dead man. And so now his whole principles are put to the test. Where do you do the right thing as a judge, as an honorable judge, and turn your son in and pretty much have him killed, or do you not turn him in and cover up? And so that's the whole series, is 10 episodes of that. Fantastic show. It's just not
really good. Excellent acting.
yeah. And
Oh.
we're
Yep.
go ahead.
No, go
No,
ahead.
go.
Well, it's such a side note. When we're done, I just don't want to forget. So
What was it you were gonna say?
No.
I'll write it down. What was it?
just write down Erica.
Okay. We're watching, this is the number 1 trending show on Netflix in Canada, at least, behind her eyes. It's pretty good, but you kind of jumped the shark. It's 6 episodes. Episode 5, I'm like, ugh. Without giving any spoilers. Didn't you find that jumping the shark a bit?
Yeah.
With the color things, like
Yeah.
going through the house. Like I'm like, what is
Yeah.
this?
I know.
Like it's
Also, there's
fiction,
nothing,
pretty much.
Yeah, and there's nothing connecting it. Like, why all of a sudden is that happening?
Like it would have been.
You know what I mean?
Well, it made sense because they did foreshadow it with the.
Yeah, but why is the girl?
Don't say too much.
Yeah. But why is the second girl now able? Anyway,
Yeah, I know.
Like that's
I know.
weird. It's like that doesn't make any sense. Like what happened?
If it's like it tricks you. I didn't realize it was like a sci-fi kind of show. I thought it was like a thriller based in reality with factual, scientific things. Mm-hmm. But it's episode 5. You're like, oh, this is like total. Mm-hmm. Erica.
Well, I just wanted to mention that I meant to mention this yesterday.
Oh my God, you were going to do a plug?
Yeah.
Well, yes, you can, of course, but it's so funny how your brain works. You should have you do have a notebook, okay.
Yeah. But I just wanted to make sure I remembered. I thought there was a lull. I thought we were done, and that's all.
Yeah, of course. You can talk about anything anytime. It's just funny how, like, the thought process. Yeah. No, it's not funny. I don't know why I'm saying this.
On Saturday, March 6th, so not this Saturday, not tomorrow, but next Saturday, I'm part of a show that's going to be really incredible, and it's for a ridiculously low price that will probably never happen again for this price. It's a Zoom show, and it's available. I posted on my Facebook. If you're interested in getting tickets, let me know. So it's all virtual, but the lineup is stellar.
It's a great lineup.
It's amazing. So there's six comedians that have been doing it probably collectively, like how many years? It's crazy.
Collectively?
Probably 20.
Let's say 15 times 6 just to be safe.
Yeah.
What is that, 90 years?
Yeah.
Collectively 90 years of comedy experience. And that's conservative. It's probably, yeah.
Yeah. Really, really good comedians on the show. And it just so happens that everyone is female.
So it's a female comics show.
Nope.
I'm kidding.
I don't like that. But it happens to be, but it's in celebration of International Women's Day. And it's going to be an excellent show.
Say who's on the show.
Okay. So we've got Erica Sigurdsson, who is producing the whole thing, and she's one of Canada. Well, it goes without saying that all these comedians are some of the country's best.
Totally.
Deborah DiGiovanni. We've got Iman El Husseini. We've got Marta Chavez. We've got myself. And we have Steph Tolev on the show. And we're also going to be talking
I thought Walkinshaw was on.
No.
Oh.
We're also going to be talking to Erica next week about the show and how she's been putting together these Zoom shows.
Here on the podcast.
She's doing great. Yeah, we're on the podcast. So I think that'll be Tuesday or Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. But it's an excellent show.
And that's the beauty with virtuals. Anybody can watch. You don't have to be in a certain town. So wherever you're watching this from, get into it.
And I'll tell you right now that even though I'm a comedian, I'm a go to bed early kind of person these days because we're early rising doing our show and everything else. And but on that Saturday, on the 6th, the show is late. It's at 11 p.m. because it's being produced by Erica, who lives in Vancouver. So it's produced by Vancouver Online Comedy, and that's Pacific time. So it's starting at 8 there. But if you don't stay up late, like I'm staying up late as an exception to perform on that show. But I asked her if I wanted to watch the show after, if that's possible, because I do want to actually see these comedians perform. They're that good. And a lot of times I'm not that into watching a lot of other stand-up comedy. This is how good the show is. So she said that she can probably figure out a way to have the link available to watch it after. So stay tuned for that
ticket
too.
Price.
For the ticket price.
Because it's not going to be like...
Not to everyone. No, you have to pay for that. But
there
it's
it is.
well worth the money, let me tell you.
Let me tell you that.
Daily dose, daily dose. Get the news from coast to coast. Daily dose, daily dose. All your news from coast to
All
coast.
the news and headlines from Jen Grant.
Okay. You snuck that up on me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it coming. No.
Oh.
Oh, snap attack. Here's your daily dose for Friday, February 25th. So I don't know if you watched Frasier, but it's coming back.
That's your joke every single time.
Let me. Let me.
Every time I
It's-
cover something you're going to cover, you start with. No, I know. I'm just. Why do I have to point out things? Why am I obnoxious?
Daily dose. You could just laugh. There's a new post-COVID-19 clinic starting up in Montreal. It's called the Montreal Clinical Research Institute, and it's opening up to support long haulers. So people who have gotten COVID-19 and then can't seem to shake all the symptoms and having bad experiences.
What do you mean long haulers?
They call them long haulers.
Oh,
The
I thought you meant
ones-
like it was for truckers. Like for truck drivers. They could pull in here and have, hey, I had COVID.
They're like, come on in. Here's your club sandwich. Because those
Did
truck
you see-
stops, I love club sandwiches. Oh my
Did you
God.
see the? Did you see the Johnson & Johnson vaccine? It's maybe coming out. It's just one dose,
I have heard of this,
but it's
not-
only 66% effective. What's the
Oh.
point?
Forget it. Get it away from me, Johnson. It's funny how it's called Johnson & Johnson. It should just be called Johnson if there's only one dose. Get it? Hi. You can expect this kind of comedy at the March 6th show. Anyway, some people have had, really bad experiences. It's obviously never great to get COVID-19, but some people have symptoms for a long time and issues afterwards. And they're opening up a clinic just specially for this to support these people. So that's, I think, really, really good news. Did you know that back in November, Bruce Springsteen was charged with
Yes.
drunk driving and reckless driving?
Well, it was a stupid charge. It just got dropped.
I know. So
He
that's
blew a .02,
I know.
and it's to be legally drunk. It's .08.
I know. I was reading that they had wanted to get him to do a breathalyzer right away when somebody had seen him take a tequila shot.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he said he had 2 small tequila shots and then got on his motorcycle. But 2 tequila shots I don't think would make you too drunk to drive, would it?
Not if you're the boss.
That's right.
But yeah, he went for the blood test. They say that. They say because the
Oh, the blood
breathalyzers can be,
test.
they say it can be not accurate. So
Oh,
they say,
really?
they say if you,
Never heard that.
if better chances of fighting it if you refuse it and just go for the blood test once you're at the station.
Can you do that? Can anyone do that? Or I thought you had to take the breathalyzer.
I don't know, but he refused.
Yeah.
I don't think it was because like he's the boss or like.
It's probably because they're like, oh, well, you're the boss. So.
No, I think you can in the States. I don't know about Canada, but in the States you can refuse, but they take you in if you do. That's the thing. Like, it might be like that in Canada too. If you refuse, they take you in the station to the station right away. They're not going to let you go. Like, oh, you don't want to blow? Okay, go ahead. It's like either you can blow and perhaps be let off right then and there, or you don't blow and you go with them at the station.
To blow or not to blow? Ça c'est la question. So he pled guilty to one of the charges. He pled guilty to drinking in a public place, which is such a lame, so stupid.
An open container, I think.
Yeah, like whatever. He had so he had to pay $540. That was his total thing. Here's some good news.
That's a lot for Bruce. He's been struggling lately.
So here's some good news for people who floss their teeth. Yeah, you heard me right. Flossing can reduce your risk of COVID-19 complications.
How so, Jenny?
Well, thank you for asking.
My pleasure.
So poor oral hygiene can lead to gingivitis, a gum disease which is ignored, which if ignored can become more of an issue. Anyway, they found that sorry, one second. People with COVID-19 and gum disease had a 900% greater chance of dying from the virus while also being...
900?
Wait, hold on.
If you have
That's what it says.
gum disease, you have a 900%
Yeah,
chance of dying?
That's what it says.
You're going to die 9 times.
Which
100% sure.
While also being 350% more likely to be hospitalized.
That's crazy.
They seem unrelated, the two things, but the correlation is simply the result of chronic inflammation spurred on by diseased gums.
Oh, yeah. I'm obsessed with flossing.
I can't believe... Remember, I never used to floss when
Before
I met you?
we met, I know. That is insane. I know some
So
people that don't
weird.
floss.
It's so gross now when people... And that was me. Like, people are like, no, I never floss. I'm like, you're disgusting.
You have decay, like
Yeah.
food is decaying in between your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And if I miss a date, which I honestly rarely do, I'm going to the dentist on March 3rd. First, I go every 3 months. And this time I really didn't miss. I flossed twice a day. I didn't miss once. And but if you miss a day or two, and it's like it reeks. It's like these little stink pockets. You're like flossing. It's gross.
Does it smell... Well, twice... Is there any point in doing it twice a day?
Yeah, it's
Why?
bacteria. You're not getting necessarily food out there. So I do it at night and then in the morning.
Oh,
Because
I never thought about
it's
that.
all tight in there. Just fresh, cool mint, Listerine flavored floss, the rough one.
Mm-hmm. I know,
Get
I
right
know.
in
You
there
love that.
every morning.
You love that. They say that, fortunately, regular brushing and flossing, which in terms of healthy habits is much easier to do than cutting sugar out of your diet or spending 150 minutes a week in intense exercise, which is often all that's required to prevent gum disease. That's a weird paragraph. You can tell this is the one story that I wanted to read to you, or I wanted to tell you guys about, but I hadn't actually finished reading it. So
When I
was
run,
like,
I feel it in my gums sometimes. I swear to God.
really?
Yeah, I'm like I don't spit because
Oh, I doubt it makes me spit running for sure, but I don't feel it in my gums. Wonder why you feel it in your gums.
you know. Maybe I have advanced gums. I was
So,
trying
yeah.
to think of something funny and it just sounded stupid.
So yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's your daily dose for today, guys.
Here we go. Oh shit.
I'm ready.
Daily dose, get the news from coast to coast. Daily dose, all your news from coast to
All the
coast.
news and headlines from Jen Grant.
It's weird to
Thank
sing
you.
my name. That's weird.
Did you sing it?
Yeah, I'm always like Jen Grant.
By the way, can you change your name on Facebook to Jen Grant, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
I don't know why it's Jennifer Grant. Actually, I'll do it right now.
No, wait till the show's over, maybe. But
Yeah, good point. I'll wait.
no, just not to be bossy or
No,
whatever.
I'm
It's just
gonna wait.
I lose you when you're on a computer. Then it's like and it's just to change your name on Facebook. I mean, yeah, because every time I tag you on the show, I have to take Jennifer out and just leave the Grant. Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
Oh my God, Nuggy.
This is my Lionel Richie ASMR.
Daily dose. Yeah. Hi.
All right, team. Well, this is a fun Friday episode.
That was fun.
Oh, it flew by.
Sure did.
7:53. Let me
Okay, I'm ready.
Hey you. Let me remind you that this episode of the Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant is brought to you by gringosblazingsauces.com. Yeah, buddy, do yourself a favor and go to gringosblazingsauces.com for a wide selection of some of the best small batch, the best actually, not some of the best small batch hot sauces and salsas, charcuterie jellies, grilling and barbecue sauces that you will ever throw down your oval gullet. If you go to Gringo's Blazing Sauces, you will not be disappointed. Chef owned and operated, so you get, nothing but the best They choose, hand select freshest of the freshest ingredients. You go to local markets and get all of the top quality stuff. You can taste the passion in each bottle. All right, gringosblazingsauces.com, ladies and gentlemen. They're based out of Ottawa, and if you live in Canada, they ship all over North America. But if you live in Canada and order over $40, well, you get free shipping on that bad boy.
So some nice arm movements there.
And on top of that, listeners of this program get an additional 5% off by entering promo code JD5.
Oh, JD.
JD5 gets you 5% off. Gringos, Blazing Sauces, do it. Do it today. All right. Snap a tizak. Well, it's the weekend, guys.
Fun.
What do you guys want to talk about? Yeah.
What's that all about?
I don't know. Something new I'm trying. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Yeah. Here we are.
Some people really sound like that.
You know.
Oh. It reminds me of back in the day. Remember you used to smoke the incense?
Yeah.
We've already been around so long that I have Christmas.
They say back in the day. Well, it's only 10 months to Christmas, actually. This week. It was yesterday. Dashing through the snow.
Oh my
in
God,
a one
keep
horse
going.
open sleigh. Yeah.
Oh my
Here we
gosh.
are.
You're hilarious.
We're 10 months away from Christmas, and I can't wait to spend it with yous. It's the holidays all over again. We've been in this pandemic for 2 years. We're almost out of it, but the new strains mean that this year's our second year on Zoom. This is Christmas 2021. Happy holidays to everyone. Well, as our viewers drop like flies, I say flies, but I mean mosquitoes.
Oh my God, the mouth. The mouth. Why?
I don't know.
Oh,
We're
I
not
like
sure.
that Christmas one. Keep going.
All right.
Please.
Okay. 2, 3, 4.
People do
Hold on.
Christmas in
Go ahead.
July, but why don't they do it in March?
It's Christmas, everybody. Here we go now. Oh, I was singing it as if it's Christmas 2021, like in 10 months.
Oh.
Like we're 2 years of the pandemic, but we've got maybe another.
Okay, go. Okay, I got it. I'm up to speed. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Things look good this summer for the second year in a row, but because of a few of us, it's a bummer, because now we're all home alone. There aren't any kids running around, which I thought I could take for 1 year, but we doubled down. This makes no sense. I'm just like, no. As soon as you said, oh, I like the Christmas, I got in my own head. Hey.
Sounds like ragtime or something. Like Mrs. Maisel.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for watching, everybody. I don't think there's anything happening.
Jeez, that took you a while to exhale there.
All right. Well, it's Friday, and you know what that means.
Sure do, Jules.
It's only
sure
5
do.
more days till hump day. This is, here we are. What did we talk about today? Well, we talked about Lady Gaga's dog walker. If you're a dog walker, just remember that you probably need security. Especially if your owner's is a celebrity, your owner.
That's pretty good.
But if you're just a regular run-of-the-mill dog walker, don't worry about it. Nobody's going to dog nap your dogs. It doesn't even matter, so don't worry about it. Oh, it's Silent Night. What's happening with all the
know.
Christmas
It
themes
is
here?
Silent Night.
Oh my god.
Great, now it's
Yeah.
going to be in my head.
I know. All right, let's just go for the close then. I think that's a sign. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Ace of Base.
Oh
They
my
should-
god,
They should do an Ace of Base tour.
Would you go?
I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign.
Would you
No
go?
one's gonna drag you out to get into the life where you belong. I saw the sign. I saw the sign. What else? Other songs do they
Would
have?
you go?
Yeah, no chance.
I don't know. There's another song that.
I know it's escaping me.
Do you want me to look it up?
Nah, it's not that important. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Interlock, thumb rub.
Nice.
Love you, Jenny.
Love ya.
That's our Friday show, everybody. Thank you for tuning in every morning, Mondays through Fridays at 7 a.m. We record the show live, available on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter Live, and Daily Motion.
Hey, in case anyone's bothering you, all that she wants is another
Yeah,
baby.
right. He's gone tomorrow, baby. All that she wants is another baby.
Yeah.
Good one. Yes, and then, of course, available on demand wherever you get your podcasts. So be sure to subscribe and download. It goes a long way.
I learned a lot.
We appreciate you all. We'll see you on Monday morning, bright and early, or whenever you listen to this. It doesn't matter. And we love you. Have a great weekend. Until then, watch your head. Your head.
Waste of time. A beautiful
Watch
waste
your
of time.
head there.
It's just a waste of time. Wandering eyes and itchy feet. I'm just a thin, nervous shadow walking backwards down the street. The landing is bitter, but the falling is oh so sweet. It's just a waste of time. A beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. The whole world wants a piece of my head, but they all get a piece of my mind instead. I roll over and go back to bed. It's such a beautiful waste of time. A waste of time. A beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. A beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. A beautiful waste of time.